I'm always on the front page of the New York Times now. El hombre del pelequin. In other words, the man of the toupee. This is on the front page of the New York Times. I don't wear a toupee. It's my hair. Is it mine? Look.
It is.
It is. Say it, please.
Yes, I believe it is.
Thank you. Somebody's got a very nice wife. I don't know who she is, but she's got a very nice wife. By the way, I love Mexican people. I have such a great relationship to Mexico. I hire thousands. People, the rich Mexicans, they're great people. Friends of mine, they buy my apartments. Just like I love the Chinese people. And by the way, I think I'm going to win the Mexican vote. Trump, who has dismissed some Mexican immigrants, listen to this, as rapists and criminals, or simply put, as Hitler. Do you believe? Now, the Hitler one I've never heard until this morning when I woke up. I'm not a fan of Hitler. So the news media here, you can have it. Anybody want? Jeb Bush, and I keep using him because I used to think he was like the guy that you had to beat. But he's like mired down. He's going down fast. I don't even know who's second. You know, a poll came out today. Actually, Dr. Carson's second. He's a nice guy. I can't hit him. He's been so nice to me. I may have to if he starts getting, like, really close. I may have to. Japan is sending millions of cars to our shores. Millions. We send them beef. The doctor said, I don't know, 110, blood pressure, like 110. The doctor said, you have the blood pressure of a great athlete. I have great temperament. And you need great temperament. We need unpredictability. We're so predictable. We're like bad checker players, and we're playing against Putin, who I would get along with great. It was an article that Jeb's funding is drying up. His paper. No, it's drying up. You know why? Because he's losing so badly to me. When I look at Jeb raising hundreds of millions of dollars, which is honestly the only thing he has. Without that, he's got nothing. Zero. We're tired of the nice. We don't need the nice. We need the competent. And we're going to have such a competent, brilliant presidency if I win. A few of the people that I'm running against really, really hit me hard. One was Governor Perry. And he went from 5% to nothing. He went to nothing. And he would make speeches about me. What a bad guy. I mean, he used horrible terms. He used the word cancer. He used horrible terms. I said, I'm not a bad person. But he was trying. You know, he was down pretty low, and he wanted to get up, and I understand. But he went down. Another one was Senator Lindsey Graham. Has anyone ever heard of Lindsey Graham? This guy. I mean, he's out of control. I mean, he's real. So a poll came out the other day. He was at 0. 0. Even Pataki was higher. Pataki was at 0 with an arrow up. If you look at Jeb Bush, where he said he wouldn't fund women's health care issues, okay, and women's health issues, I thought that was a terrible thing for him to say. And nobody will take care of women. I cherish women, and I say it all the time. I cherish women. I will take care of women. And I won't be going around saying I'm not going to fund a certain program. Women under my administration will be taken care of, not like Jeb Bush. What he said was a disgrace. And he said bad on Asian. All of a sudden, he's talking about anchor babies, and he steered it over to the Asians, and now the Asians are upset with Jeb Bush. I will take care of women's health and women's health issues better than anybody, and far better than Hillary Clinton, who doesn't have a clue, and I don't think maybe she won't even be in the race. You have a silent majority in this country that feels abused, that feels forgotten, that feels mistreated. And it's a term that hasn't been brought up in years, as you know. People haven't heard that term in many years. And it's sort of interesting as to why. There are all different reasons. But I think it's a very descriptive term. We have a silent majority that wants this country to have victories again. And we're going to do it. Thank you all very much. Thank you.